We've got Georgia football in 2 days, guys. The time is now. The 2022 season for the Dogs kicks off on Saturday against the Oregon Ducks. My hot take, they're going to blow Oregon out of the water. I don't think it's a close game. I think they do cover the 17.5-point spread, and I don't think it is really hard for them to do that. Georgia's the better team, guys. I'll get into the nitty gritty of it a little bit here, but I really do believe that Georgia is going to. I don't think they're going to have that hard of a time with Oregon. Now, I know there's a championship hangover that could potentially loom, and they did lose a lot on defense, and Pickens is gone, whatever. There's a lot of reasons why Georgia might be worse, but a lot of those guys are back. Kirby Smart is still around. It's a championship program now. Kirby Smart now runs a championship program that he really did build in his way. So, does Oregon have a real shot against them? My answer is no. And I really tried. I tried really hard to I watched Oregon tape. I tried to look at the other side really hard and say, hey, well, maybe things happen. And things do happen, and they might happen on Saturday, but I don't think they're going to, at least in that way. I think the Dogs cover the spread. Ryan Curley from DAWGSTRUCTION here, bringing you all the details on the game against Oregon. A little preview here, just a solo preview. I'm sure you've watched some other previews between Dean, Matt, and myself, but I'm jumping into it in my way here. Make sure you're checking out DAWGSTRUCTION or Insider Book down below. You're not going to miss out on that. And you'll get another one if Georgia does what they did last year. One of the reasons why I think Georgia's going to win is because they have more guys like that, all right, like Brock Bowers. They have more stars. Oregon is not without stars, especially at the linebacker position. Noah Sewell, Justin Flo, yeah, they're freak athletes. They're stars. They're really good at what they do. But Georgia is too loaded on this offense. I think Georgia easily scores 40 points. I don't think they have a hard time getting there. In Final Feelings, I said 41-17 was my score prediction, just because I do think it will take a few games for this Georgia defense to settle in with their new faces. It's a much younger defense than it was last year, but it's still a very talented defense. Yes, it might take some time, but listen, guys. Dan Lanning got 9 months. 9 months to prepare, and some of that is not even like time at practice, right? I mean, because you're not doing that much in January and February. Real spring doesn't really kick off till March. So Dan Lanning got 9 months to start a new program, hire what was remaining on his staff, get transfer portal guys, try to get Bo Nix ready, try to establish his culture in Eugene, Oregon, and what Ducks football is going to be from there on out while he's the leader. 9 months is not enough time, in my opinion, for you to do all that and to prepare a football team to beat a team as talented as Georgia's football team. I just have a hard time buying it. I do have faith in Dan Lanning to establish Oregon. I just don't think he's doing it in week 1 of his job against Kirby Smart and the Bulldogs in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. If this was in Eugene, it might be different. But guess what? It's in Atlanta. It's in a stadium that Georgia's played a handful of games in. Now, all those games didn't go their way, and most of them actually haven't gone their way. But they do know it. It's Georgia's backyard. It will be a mostly Georgia crowd. It looks like Georgia's wearing red. Like, you're going to see a lot of red in Mercedes-Benz Stadium on Saturday, and that's a really, really tough ask of Dan Lanning to have his guys ready in week 1 against a team that good. I'd feel the same way if they were playing Alabama, and I would feel the same way about them playing Ohio State. I know they beat Ohio State last year. Different teams. Ohio State's defense should be a little bit better. It wasn't good last year. And Oregon is just not the same. Now, I think Bo Nix is an upgrade over Anthony Brown, but Bo Nix was hurt last year. All right, he's coming off an injury, and he has not had success against Georgia. He's got a 1-2 touchdown interception ratio across 3 matchups against Georgia. He's 0-3, 55% completion percentage, around 55, 56. What Bo Nix has done at Auburn hasn't cut it against Georgia. Why in a new scheme at Oregon does that change? I watched spring game. It looks like they want to go downfield in the middle a lot. I've never seen him do that at a consistent pace. All right, I've never seen Bo Nix do that in a consistent manner. All right, he is going to beat you outside the pocket. When he's getting outside the pocket and making crazy plays, that's where Bo Nix can beat you. Georgia's done a good job containing him. I think they have the depth to do it again, and I don't trust Bo Nix to go back there and beat Georgia in a shootout. I don't think he's consistent enough. I don't think he's going to help Oregon put up 40, 50 points. If it's a shootout, I trust Georgia more. And, if they can score, Seven McGee is probably their best offensive weapon, and he wears the number 7, short wide receiver. Very quick, very shifty, very good with the ball in his hands. But I can say that about a lot of guys on Georgia's offense. I can't say that about everybody on Oregon's offense. Georgia, more talented, deeper, established program, championship experience on this roster. There's a lot of returning players, including the defense, but this offense is going to be too good for Oregon to handle, in my opinion. I know they have studs on the defensive side of the ball, but I don't think they have enough to really slow down Stetson Bennett and the Dogs when he's got Brock Bowers, Eric Gilbert, Darnell Washington, Edie Mitchell-Amakonki, you name it. There's so many guys. I don't think Oregon can stop them from putting up 40. That's my prediction. My prediction's a blowout, that it's not close. And that's what it is. I'm not saying Georgia's going to blow out everybody this year, but I do think they blow Oregon out of the water. I do. That's my hot take. We'll see how that goes. Because I know you guys can check the receipts on this if you want. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's what happened. But my take, Dogs blow out the Ducks. See you at the site, dogpost.com. Make sure you're checking out DAWGSTRUCTION. We'll see you there.